Hey guys, Blockchain Bernie here with the latest episode, the top 12 cryptos and my take on it. So I was thinking a long time, should I do one of these videos? It's going to be super subjective, obviously, right? But it's just, I just keep looking at that list, the top 12 cryptos by market cap. So here they are, right? And yeah, should I just give you my very, very personal opinion? I thought like it might be too subjective, but yeah, let's do a short video about it. And let me just give you my take. And it's, again, it is super subjective. It is not financial advice at all. It's purely for education and, entertainment, right? And I'm not going to go into details, right? Because if I, want to say, why am I, bullish or bearish, or why do I like this and that currency versus that? Each of these would be a video of its own at least, right? Even a series of videos of their own, right? But in case you just, for entertainment purposes, are curious on what I think for or about each of these cryptocurrencies, let's go ahead and do it, right? So number one is Bitcoin and number 12 is Solana, right? So let's start with Bitcoin here. It has been the number one by market cap in a very long time. There are a lot of Bitcoin maximalists. It has been the first, major cryptocurrency out there. And as it is oftentimes, it's all built on the brand perception. Everyone has heard about Bitcoin, right? And not everyone, but, many, many people, right? And let's say you take all the people that have heard about Bitcoin and ask them, have you heard about Ethereum as well, the number two? Probably, only half of them, maybe a quarter of them, would say yes, right? Maybe even less. So the Bitcoin brand recognition, should I even call it a brand? It's not a brand, right? But the name recognition of Bitcoin is super, super high. And that means something. That means, it has the potential to get to mass adoption because people already know the name and it creates some trust and stuff like that. And then Bitcoin has some usability disadvantages, but those are being fixed with the Lightning Network and stuff like that. So, is it justified that Bitcoin is number one on this list? Probably somehow yes, but it's not a wholehearted yes from my end because I'm a techie, I'm a software developer, a software guy, and I like, everything that has smart contracts and programmable blockchains, right? And I would say all the functionality that is in Bitcoin, it's also contained in other blockchains, in the layer one smart contract blockchains, but they don't have the brand recognition. They don't have the name, right? And brands are really, really important. So yeah, Bitcoin might be the number one, but if you look at the market cap, it's still almost $500 billion market cap for Bitcoin. And then number two is just 191 with Ethereum here. Ethereum is a great layer one blockchain. And what I've said about Bitcoin, the same goes for Ethereum. Ethereum was the first smart contract blockchain, right? So it has that brand name recognition and it draws a lot of attention. So a lot of people like to build on the Ethereum blockchain just because, the brand name is known and the community is great. And the leader of the Ethereum world, Vitalik Buterin, he's a really, really great guy. And yeah, that makes Ethereum the number one smart contract blockchain. And I think it's pretty much justified, right? With Tether, number three, ah, yeah, so that is, and here you see the power of brands, right? Tether was the first smart chain, the first stable coin that was, known to the public. So, and they are still the number one, even though, we could argue there is other stable coins that have more advantages somehow, right? And that would be USD coin, the Circles USDC, for example, way better transparency and things like that. But look at this, they have 42 billion. Tether has 67 billion, right? I'm not so sure if Tether's valuation is justified. They don't add any value over like USDC or something like that. They just have the brand name, and I'm not sure if the brand name there is actually something that is a moat for the future. I think there's other stable coins there that have great brand names as well. So Tether probably, yeah, not really justified to be number three from my personal view. USD coin, yeah, it's a great stable coin. It should be where it is. BNB, the Binance token, that one is comparable to FTT, and we all know what's that, right? It's just a self-created token that gives you some discounts and trading and stuff like that. And that all with Binance, a company that doesn't even disclose in what country their headquarters is, stuff like that, right? So, holy cannoli. Yeah, I would not see BNB on rank 5, right? Yeah, I would personally rank it way, way lower, right? Then we have Ripple, the XRP, also very great brand name. It has come under enormous pressure regulation wise, but they have great use cases, and they have great conventional banks and stuff as their customers. So everyone's hoping it can get mass adoption someday as a form of payment, especially for corporations and stuff like that. Uh, Otherwise, is it justified up here? It's not an L1 smart contract chain and stuff. I would probably also see it way more down than it is, right? And then we have the Binance USD. So you know my opinion about Binance. I would not like to see it here, number 7, but like to see it way down. Um, and I wouldn't, place a bet on it. The same for me goes with Cardano. I used to be a big fan of Cardano until I realized, there first of all, who is using Cardano, right? Use the Explorer.cardano, and you see they have maybe one transaction per second, right? And compare that, for example, with chains like Solana, where you see like 300, 400, 500 real transactions, user transactions, each and every second, right? The number you see in the Explorer is even 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 transactions per second. That's including the vote transactions, right? So the vote transactions are just internal bookkeeping to make the blockchain work. But if I just count the payload, what the user transactions, it is several hundred each and every second, compared to that about one per second that you see on the Cardano chain. So not much usage there. And there's a lot of, things there for performance that is, really innovative about Solana, where Cardano doesn't have that, and it's a real academic chain. And yeah, so I don't see any reason why it should be among the top 10, my personal opinion. Dogecoin, needless to say, I don't think high about any of those uh, meme coins, right? And and with Dogecoin, even the supply is not limited. There can be an infinite supply can be minted. There's no smart contract functionality. You know, it is definitely cool. It has a great name, and the brand has been pushed forward by Elon Musk and stuff like that. And it's a great coin, no problem, right? But would I bet anything on it? It would be, it's for players that just buy a little bit and see, will Elon tweet about it again, or will Elon help the ecosystem to become better or do anything that other chains can do. But it's going to be a long way until Dogecoin can do what other chains can do, right? So yeah, that's my take on Dogecoin. On Polygon, probably I cannot say that much. I've heard it's a great chain, based on the EVM. OKB also cannot say much. It's with with the centralized exchange. It's also their kind of self-made token, and as FTT was, and I don't think they should be up here. And as you all know, number 12, Solana, I'm a big fan because it's an L1 blockchain and is so innovative, and most people just don't see that. But we will see it soon when things scale, right? And what drives the scale these days in blockchains is NFTs, right? Many are using a Polygon as well as Solana. But when it grows more, we will see which one scales better. Will it be Polygon or will it be Solana, right? And time will tell. And I think I know the answer now because Solana scales so much better, and it should be way up the line. And it used to be like 7 or something like that, and I think it's going to be there again. All right, so that's my take on these top 12 coins. Let me know in the comments what you think, right? I mean, it's highly opinionated, and I bet most of you guys have a different opinion on some of them, if not all of them. And it would be really fun to discuss with you down in the comments, and we can probably both learn from that, right? So if you like content like this, smash the like button. It is so important. It helps me a lot. Please do it. And also subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and talk to you soon.